Was I muted this entire time? Oh my gosh, that's over an hour and I was muted this entire time. Oh boy. That is so embarrassing. Not to mention annoying because I can't even remember half the stuff I said. Thank you for the bits. How you doing?
Well, I took youth no man to lay out your own.
I'm glad to hear that. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I was muted. I'll have to see when that happened, because that might not have been from the beginning, but if it was, oof. I need about 200 more.
Back all no matter.
Fair enough. I didn't even realize that there was a button on my controller that would mute my mic. I thought... I must have hit that on accident. I didn't even... Oh my gosh. So, I did a few things in Liurnia. I went and faffed about in Caelid for a bit. So... Where do I want to go next? Because... Actually, let's try and make it up here. So I've got to go to the northern Liurnia Lake shore. Because that'll get me the next leg of Hiatus quest. As well as a couple other things. And I am glad to hear that you're doing great. I don't know if I said that before. I'll have to go back through my footage later and check to see when that, I'll have to go through later and see when the audio cut out. I might just wind up cutting the entirety of the time I was muted out because that is so embarrassing. Oh my gosh, well, it is a Souls game. It's the same formula and was made by the developers. Okay, now that's a whole other franchise. Fair enough, fair enough. But, Okay, Elder Ring is a parody on YouTube. Like, that's an actual thing. And it's a good one, too. Yeah, just look it up. I actually do recommend, I do recommend that parody. That and Dork Souls. Both really good parodies. I forget the name of the channel, though. Shoot. It's been a while. I have to go back and rewatch them myself. But, on the off chance that I do wind up cutting out the pretty much entirety of the first hour due to the whole audio issue thing, what I did today was I got this the rest of Liurnia's map. I got all of these graces, killed this Erdtree avatar, did this Everjail thing, returned to the Chapel of Anticipation, where is it? Over here, to kill the Grafted Scion, and progressed Nefeli's quest the way she would appreciate it, to the point where, once I hit a certain part in the main story, she's going to move to Stormvale Castle. I beat Ensha. I got Latena's quest, and I did the magma worm, though I'm probably going to leave that in. I also switched my staff to the Glintblade staff because at this point, due to the upgrades I have on it, my current stats, and the staff's passive, it has actually surpassed the damage output of the meteorite staff. The passive being that it boosts Glintblade sorceries, which is what Magic Glintblade is. So, specificity wins in this case. Oh, I also progressed Hayatta's quest to this point.
Oh, have you ever heard there? I would through the distant, but I can't sense peace without one.
So, it was a very busy hour, actually. Let's run over this way, because I want to get the, I at least want access to the fingerprint grape. I might not be able to get it just yet, but... Because festering fingerprint Vike actually is a bit of a problem. Oh, I've been spotted. So long as I take out the bozos casting the frenzied flame incantation up here. I messed up. Not good. Because I need to kill all of those in order for that to disappear. Vike does not like to sit still and let himself be peppered with chip damage. So if you're not prepared to fight him, he can be a huge issue. That said, I didn't think I was really going to have much of a chance against Edgar quite yet either. And yet it didn't even really take me much to beat him. I think the craziest part about this tower to me is the fact that it takes all these people to cast what very well might just be the incantation you get from Midra. Oh, come on. I might have to kill one, go back down, and repeat the process. Because otherwise, I'm up there for too long. Which might not... I can kill each one of them with one charged Magic Glintblade. The problem is if I stay up there too long, that comes back. On the bright side, I've gotten climbing these ladders down to a science. Okay, do I have anything that can get rid of the frenzied flame for now? No. So I wait. Good to know, good to know. Alright, cool. Oh, whoops. I need to wait for that to go back down. But once I kill this entire group... that won't go. Oh, or that'll go away. Loki! Can't you tell that I'm an old dog? How you doing? Yes, the entire design for this character was the joke, can't teach an old dog new tricks. And the joke is that... Well, part of the joke is that everybody keeps calling the tortoises dogs for some reason. Okay, that should be it. Those don't respawn. Seriously though, how goes your day? Or night, or whatever. Where is it? There's a Grace around here somewhere. Where are you? It's not this. Is it over here? Good hectic or bad hectic? Because there are both. Aha, there's the Grace. I just completely missed it. And you don't have to answer if you don't want to. At the end of the day, thy business is thine own. Oof. May chaos take the world indeed. I'm sorry to hear that you feel like you've got no control over anything at the moment. And I'm doubly sorry for anything that is actually completely out of your control. That's never fun. Unless you're playing a board game. Then RNG creates some hilarious moments. Such as the fact that when we're playing Pathfinder, my sister almost always rolls nat 20s on stealth. Oof. Hi, Vike. Couldn't wait 3 seconds? Oh my. I'm really sorry to hear that at least from the way that, oh dear. Well, oh come on, I should have cast that. I was robbed of a cast! I'm sorry to hear that, from the way that you worded that, the power's out. Or the power and systems are out. It's raining, which actually helps me here. Where are you, Vike? Let's drink this. Nope, we're not doing that. The reason I say that the rain helped me out here is that rain actually reduces fire damage in this game. Which is really helpful when you're trying not to die to someone who uses fire damage. Of course, if you're the person using fire damage, then it's not so great, but it is what it is. Hey, Hayata!
There, please. Without one. Oh, a finger. Thank you. May the blessing. I'm sure I'll be a finger.
Now I'll go back over here. I believe it's over here that I'm going to want to go to eventually, but for now, let's go over here. Because I am going to want to do the Vare quest. If only for the fact that I'm not even sure I'll be able to get to Moog otherwise. And technically speaking, I can over-level and just completely stomp the commander in the mountaintops of the giants. But that is a very specific technicality there. And I'd rather not spend hours upon hours just farming runes, if you don't mind. Yeah. Are there any activities you appreciate? Oh dear. Because treating yourself after a bad day's over is always... well, I almost always recommend it. If you truly can't afford to treat yourself, that's one thing, but... it's a whole other matter if you can just do something nice for yourself. Barre, hello!
You claim what? My doubt. The words are truly, I believe, even worse. That's the... oh. Give it a try. And if it... I've high hope.
Alright, you. I know you're in here, you stupid sanguine noble. Sanguine nobles do and take a lot of damage. Okay, with that mess completed. You lot don't see me. I am invisible. I do not exist. Back down here. 'Cause if I go a little further this way, I believe... or was it over here? It was over here, okay. 'Cause the dragon that guards the key into Raya Lucaria, I kind of want to take care of. Or at the very least, I want the key into Raya Lucaria. Probably not going to be able to take out this dragon right now. For one reason and one reason alone. That being... this stupid thing's magic resistance. Yeah, probably am not going to be doing too much. Thankfully, though, you don't actually need to kill this thing to get into the academy. Oh, come on, I hit the dodge button. That time I hit it too early. Okay, so we'll say with 3... Okay, so if I used all of my blue flasks, I might be able to pull it off. But I don't want to use all of my blue flasks, so moot point. Let's go roam around up here. Run around. These stupid archers, I hate them. Up here. And then I believe I cross this. Yes, I do. That's the first grace in this area. And there's a couple more up ahead. Oh man, the mausoleums. I don't think I'm even going to mess with any of the mausoleums this time. I think they can just stay there. Yeah, that sounds nice. The mausoleums can just stay. Well, for the most part. The one near, I believe it's Castle Sol, and the mountaintops I'm gonna have to take out. That's not really an option. Hi. Alright, so I've got... that. That helps. 5. Oh, you poor thing. Really? As long as I run, I'm fine. Bye-bye. I think those increase my defenses? Not the worst thing, I suppose. It's honestly safer to come down here. Than to risk the archers. If I want to get to these catacombs. Which I do. After this, I should run around Raya Lucaria for a little while. Or, yeah. Yeah, I should run around Raya Lucaria. I'm not sure I'll be able to take out the Red Wolf of Radigan. And I'm definitely not going to even attempt to take out Renala. But at the very least, I should be able to get my hands on a talisman that'll boost the damage my sorceries do. But first, onwards. Over here. I have absolutely no reason to grab that, but I'm going to anyway. Okay. Might have to take out the necromancers. Because otherwise I'm very easily going to be overwhelmed. Uh-oh. I could technically just come back later, but I'd rather have the main boss door opened first. Specifically because that's the one I definitely want to take out. While the Black Knife, or while the hidden boss of this area, the Black Knife, is an important boss, it's only an important boss for... oh dear. It's only an important boss for a specific side quest. So really the only reason I would have to grab this is for dialogue purposes. Which I'm fine with. I'm gonna try it once, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Oh dear. It doesn't work out, okay. Holy moly guac freaking moly. Okay, so for runes, I need like 6,000 to level up. Okay, so maybe like 1,000 or 2,000. That's almost enough. That should be enough. Want to get that up to 25, and then probably this up to 20. And then I am going to actually find patches first and then head to Royal Caria. Uh-oh. This is bad. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Yeah, that thing isn't, I wasn't expecting to have the trouble I did with that. Because while it is, I believe it's over by the telescope, so it's over here, okay. So I want to go here first. While it is a, mobile boss, it doesn't take a lot of damage. Very squishy. Which makes sense considering it's just a bug possessing a corpse. But It's a fast bug possessing a corpse. Which means that slower spells, such as Magic Glintblade, will struggle to hit it at times. Hey, bitches.
Oh, well, it's me. I'm still in now, am I? Catches him. By the way, she's a strange... Not that it issuing your... You're making your way... Have you ever seen a clunky could at the lower and get there? It's so right. It'll chuck you.
And let me just grab that. Why do you have a stone sword? Whatever.
Cheers for that.
Raya's over here.
My mistress, but I was a... Could I ask?
Am I supposed to not be nonchalant about that?
Oh, what a blessing.
It really is just a bug possessing a corpse. Not that big of a deal. Is that one of those things that people would find disturbing? I'm genuinely asking, I have no idea. Oh. Well then. Okay then, learn something new every day?
What are you trying to stop?
I want to leave you alive because you'll sell me crab later.
You're a shrew first.
1,000, so I don't need too much.
Decided to be all being one. Alright. Things know the old bloody eyed. Oh no. Alright then. I could be persuaded.
Okay, 600 for some prawn. Okay, I was unbothered by this sort of thing even before I started playing Souls games.
Alright, well, but it ain't mine anyway. Look, she ain't down. Your tongue. Can you see it then? I can't see it. Makes no bloody cruel bloody joke. Maybe something here trims. Never met somebody very good mates. I'll be seen.
I really can't help that my perception of weird is very skewed. When I grew up with stories like Skullduggery Pleasant, undeath was always one of my favorite subjects. With Necromancer being one of my favorite things to pretend to be when I was little. I still actually have a mop that I put a plastic skull on.
The Thuglies. Oh yes, thank you, kind. Did I forget? I seek you very to steady such please. Brave most time. But you are no the volcano.
Alright, and with that, off to the academy. I honestly don't know where my, when did I stop seeing possessed corpses as weird? I would have had to have been in elementary school. Maybe around the time I was 7? Oh my gosh! I've actually never gone to therapy. It shows, oh my gosh. Yeah, no. Actually, wait. I think I can actually pinpoint when my perception skewed a bit on that one. One of the games I used to play a lot when I was younger was Darksiders 2. I don't know when that came out. I actually probably wasn't. I was probably older than 7, actually, when we got that. But if I wasn't already comfortable with the idea of death and corpses, then playing a game where the protagonist is the Grim Reaper definitely would have solidified that. Okay, Ravenmount Assassin. ...2015, yeah, I was definitely older than 7. Okay, I was 12 when that came out, so that would have had to have been before that. It can't have been the Zelda series, because I never even got to the Redeads until I was in the double digits, as far as age goes. Oh, 2012?
Bloody thing, there's a token of... I'm dying. Yeah. She is the dot in spite. If she comes, there is no shame.
Okay, I still was... Like, I'm 21 at the moment, so... I was definitely in the, double digits by that point. I would have been 7 in 2010, and that's around the time I think I started... Or I stopped seeing Undeath as weird. Huh. Again, it can't have been the Zelda series, because I never even got to a point where there were redeads until much later. There's a couple other games that can't have been because I was already in the double digits when it came out. You know what? I'm just going to blame my mom for this one and move on. She talks about the zombie apocalypse constantly. We have actual survival charts drawn up and everything. I'm just gonna chalk this one up to genetics. Yeah, I love my parents. They're awesome. One of them is more than willing to talk crazy scenarios with me. And the other... is the reason I got into gaming in the first place. Doodles. But the games I was playing and the books I was reading definitely helped shape who I am today. I can't remember when I started reading Skullduggery Pleasant, but I know that was a big part of my childhood. Actually, wait. I used to be really into the Pokemon anime. It might have been Pokemon. Oh, come on. This facet of my personality might legitimately be tied to Pokemon. That is an interesting thing to think about. I never actually questioned it. Could also be tied to the fact that we used to have a lot of fish when I was little. And we could not keep them alive to save our own lives. Let's see. I'll grab that. Haha. Yeah, we buried a lot of fish, actually. Easily over 100. We, for obvious reasons, have stopped keeping fish. Hi. Let me just go through here. Because this there's a talisman back here that's actually really important. It's just a little further in. There you are. Graven School. I still have to check to see if I'll be able to get the Graven Mass Talisman. Hi. Wow, you lot suck at actually hitting things. Alright, equipment. Raises potency of sorceries. Which will be helpful. Moving on. I'm not gonna try the Red Wolf of Radigan more than like once or twice for the moment, just because of how I think it's got a ton of damage resistance when it comes to sorcery. Or not. This might actually be doable. Not good. There we go. Okay, that was... I was not actually expecting to win that, but I'm cool with that. That unlocks actually quite a bit of loot. I'm gonna go get the Radigan icon, even though I don't actually think it's going to help at all with this run. Because Magic Glintblade, its whole thing is the delay. If it weren't for the delay, it would just be Pebble all over again. But... I'd still rather have it than not. I guess I can test that later. There's a couple crabs around here that have headgear. Open that so I have a little less to worry about later. And go down here. This is bad. I might fall off. Not good. Okay. Meteor bolts. Let's go over here first. And then over this way. What just fell? What just fell? Huh. One of the things I'm gonna have to remember to do when I'm done looting this place there we go. Uh-oh. Is follow up on that lead patch as mentioned. Because that lead patch is mentioned. You coming over here? Uh-oh. Is going to be my one of the easier ways into Altus. Can't believe that stupid mechanism just got in the way of the crab. Alright, there's the twin sage. Whoops. Any way up? No. Of course not. Oh my. Yikes! Well, I actually don't care about those runes. I got a decent chunk of the loot I was looking for. There's something up here. And I say that it's going to be one of the relatively easier ways into Altus, but that might actually not be true. 'Cause I still will have to take out the Abductor duo. And duo bosses in this game are rough, because most of them aren't actually meant to be duo bosses. And their AI reflects that. There's a very, very big difference between, oh dear, O and S and the Godskin duo, for example. The biggest difference on that front being the fact that, well, the difference is in the AI, really. Whereas O and S will back off and attack one at a time, the gods can do it, will just attack. No regard for the player. Again, that might not seem like a big deal. But it is. Let's grab this. Because enemies in this game actually have much longer combos than anything in Dark Souls 1 ever did. Wait, what? Oh dear. Let's go back to the debate parlor. Because there's one more crab I can kill here. And then I should go tackle Moongrum. I honestly don't think I'll be able to take out Renala. She has bonkers magic resistance. I think she's got the highest magic resistance out of any boss in the game. And with the gimmick in her first phase, if I do wind up taking out Renala, it's going to be a later thing. Like, much later. When I can do a lot more damage. Oh, yeah, Skullduggery Pleasant. Yeah, it gets dark. And that's without the whole Skullduggery being a literal skeleton thing. You forgot. Okay, question on that front, Negan. How do you forget someone goes live? How you doing? Wait, what? In a wig? What do you mean in a wig, Loki? More often than not, I think Skullduggery just wears a hat. Ah, okay, that makes sense then. Okay, you. I'll read that in a second, Negan. Okay, I forgot about the wig. It's been years since I've actually read that. I'll have to go back and read Skullduggery again. Okay. I hope you have fun with Persona, Negan. Let's open this up. Yep. The DLC is a little on the rough side. I believe it actually scales to the player's level, and that makes it harder. Because you can't just over-level your way out of it. Oh. Oh, ad void. Fair enough, fair enough. The DLC, I believe, actually scales to the player's level, which makes it harder because their idea of scaling stuff to the player's level is, let's give it more HP. Yep, that'll do it. Mesmer is a really cool and really fun fight, but he is certainly a pain. That is honestly my chief complaint with this game. Everything after a certain point is so impossibly tanky, it's actually ridiculous. And I don't know what FromSoft was doing with that. People talk about it, the endgame difficulty spike. It's not really difficulty so much as it's a tankiness spike. And sometimes DPS spike, but Renala still does actually a ton of damage at later levels too, if you aren't careful. Yeah, they definitely want bigger bonks for late game in this one. But the problem with the tankiness aspect in the DLC is, I think, the fact that the DLC scales to the player. So if you don't go around and find those scatter tree fragments and you had to over-level to beat one boss, you're just boned. Or, well, deboned. Leave me alone for now. I'll be back for you later. For now, I would just like to get up here and take out and get the loot that I missed earlier. I think everyone fails, breaks their legs, and dies if they try this area without letting the water wheel take them all the way down. Oh, Raya Lucaria? I will admit it can be a little annoying your first time through. I was actually stuck wandering in circles for 4 hours the first time because I couldn't figure out how to get to Renala. Just 4 straight hours of me wandering in a circle, not knowing what it was I was doing wrong. And then it turns out I went the complete wrong direction. So, yeah, this area can be... yeah. Okay. You know, you're the second person to say that the shield... or second person today, even, to say that the shield reminds you of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But you actually just jumped the gap. But I actually based the appearance of this character on the, what? I just clipped through that, okay. Joke, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, because I'm only allowed to use the starting spell for this one. And honestly, the turtle shell fits that theme, because the main joke with Elden Ring turtles is that they are actually dogs. Okay, there's the corpses over here. Oh my gosh, Negan. No! There we go. Get over here. I might have to come back down here and die to that thing a second time. Yeah. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab a, refill on my drink. And then I'm gonna go die to it a second time. Okay! Oh, flasks. Haha! Let's go back over here. And I have to die to that thing's grab attack. I die to anything else and it doesn't count, apparently. Because that will put me actually at Mount Gelmir. There are 3 methods into Altus. There's the Mount Gelmir way, which is this one. There's Ruin-Strewn Precipice, which I'm not sure I can tackle Makar just yet. And there's this, which I'm also not sure if I can tackle it, but... Ah, but Negan. Sometimes you go backwards by going forwards, and you go forwards by going backwards. Here we go. Just need to go find the Grace. I think that might be the only... Oh, you... Get... Let's not talk about that. Whee! Oh dear. I'll be able to fast travel once I find the Grace, so I'm not... so I won't be technically stuck here. Wait, what? There we go. That sounds like a Mario Party minigame. Not technically an RPG, but same relative principle. Okay, there's some loot down there. And over there. I'll just stand in the lava. This lava must be very cold. Because the lava in Dark Souls 3 and in, well, the lava in the Dark Souls series in general, actually, just straight up cooks you. This takes its sweet, sweet time. Oh yeah, definitely don't stand in lava to get a tan. You are not the protagonist of a Souls game. You are not Link, who somehow weighs more than lava does. I'm not going to get into that. You are a normal human with one life. You stand on lava, you will be burned to a crisp before you even feel it. You won't even sink in the lava, you'll just be vapor. Okay, I might be able to do this. Uh-oh. Better Sweatpants are not gonna do it. But yeah, lava's actually denser than a human body. So if someone ever, well, for any video game or whatnot that actually shows a character, oh dear, sinking in lava, just stop and think about how heavy that individual would have to be denser than molten rock. I would not exactly call myself a pro. These things are just very readable. Once you get the timing down, it's not a big deal. Uh-oh. Okay. And I now have Altus access. Courtesy of Patches. I think this will still work even if you don't talk to him, he just tells you about it. Eats popcorn anyway? Fair enough. Fair enough. You know what, let's just use all of my runes here. Yeah, definitely chew your popcorn. I'm gonna go back to the Table of Lost Grace. On any games on my list, well, I still want Baldur's Gate 3 and Lies of P. Beyond that, I'll have to look and see what games are coming out this year. Oh? Okay, where do I get more Smithing Stone 3s? Okay, I might just hold off and wait until after Lies of P gets a DLC to get it then. See if that comes out with a deluxe edition.
Back all no matter. I spoke with her. She has it, so I told him indebted. It was all working. I'm sorry
Oh, I also still want Dragon's Dogma 2. Because I liked the original Dragon's Dogma. And from what I hear, it's very similar, or the second one is very similar to the first, which isn't always a good thing, but in some cases, I'd rather a near carbon copy than whatever it is, Dragon Age did with Veilguard. Thanks for the heads up on that one. Definitely gonna have to check that out when it drops. A lot of the games I want to play aren't new releases per se. They're games that came out a while ago that I just haven't gotten the chance to play. Sounds fun. But yeah, that method I just took right there is the easiest way to get into Altus Plateau. Right, there's one of these things here. Which game did you get stuck? Okay. Okay. Huh. Fair enough. From what I'd hear, that one's very similar to Sekiro, which I've never played Sekiro either. In that, it is entirely skill in a lot of cases. You have to get really good at reading the movements. I think there's like 2 different characters you can summon for Mesmer. And a testament to just how much trouble the developers were expecting you to have with him. They're inside the boss room. For anyone who doesn't know what that means that the boss does not get a health adjustment upon summoning them. It is. You also have to know exactly where it is you're looking, though, because he comes at you quickly. So you kind of gotta... Oh, hi. Just run around the boss arena. At first, I recommend taking a couple lives to do this, just so that you can get summoning them down. But I think you can only summon one of them, but there's 2 available, 1 on each side. Plus your Spirit Ash if you need it. But if a summon is outside of a boss arena, oof. But, what was I saying? When it comes to bosses in this game, and I think in other Souls games too, if the summon sign is outside of the boss room, then the boss gets an HP adjustment for you activating it. If the boss... However, if you summon something in the boss room, such as your Spirit Ashes or a summon sign that's in the boss room, there is no HP adjustment, it's just base. Which is why Spirit Ashes are actually kind of a broken concept in a lot of cases in this game. It's a free summon that does not affect boss health. Bale. Yeah. Bale is definitely a problem. My best advice for Bale would be to actually go through, get Egon, and summon him.
Ah, in truth, the Scarlet as such, though rather than realize I could have aided. Now after I should like, I think she's in the land.
You also have to be very careful because Bale will fly off. And when he does... Yeah, he's strong. There is no doubt about that. There is absolutely no doubt that Bale is strong. There's a grace at the junction here. Where is it? Aha! But he is a fun boss once you get his attack patterns down. Honestly, the only DLC boss I would say I just outright did not have fun with at all at any point would be the final boss of the DLC. There's just so much AoE going on that it turns into a mess and I can't see clearly, and I hate being unable to see clearly. Yeah, I heard that. I hope the nerf was to the visual effects, honestly, because those take up the entire screen and wind up putting you in a bad spot. Like, almost always, you wind up in a bad spot because you couldn't see what was going on. I described it as having to precision spam dodge, I think. Oh my gosh. You know what, let's go up here. I forgot to take out the tree sentinel. Not much of a point at this point, but... may as well anyway. Up here. You two can bug right off. There's some golden seeds around here, which is really helpful. Alright, so that's 11. I have 3 more that I can get. 3 more flasks. So I'll need a grand total of like 14. Seeds. Oh, you are? Thank you! I plan on doing more silly challenge runs like this eventually. I'm actually very curious to see if all of the starting spells in this game are viable all the way through to completion. So I'm starting with Magic Glintblade here, probably going to do the starting spell for the Astrologer next. And we'll go from there. So let's... There's another Grace up here I should go get. Because that'll put me near the Draconic Tree Sentinel. Wait, what? What's your Scattertree's blessing level? If you don't mind my asking. Let's ride right past the Margit encounter. Fair enough. Your stats are actually different in the DLC as opposed to in the base game because of the Scattertree blessing. You find the Scattertree fragments and you use them at the Grace, and they give a buff to your stats. Oh, you... Okay, fine, I'll go rest at the Grace and come back, because I don't want to fight you with lowered. Yep. You find them primarily at Michaela's Crosses, I think, but there's other places too. Because of the way the DLC works, the developers programmed in the Scattertree fragments to give you a buff. But the buff only works within the realms of the DLC, so only in the Shadowlands. That might be the different reason for... Oh dear. You drop a talisman. I'm going to want that. I don't remember what the talisman is, but I know I want it. Bonk airstrike. Fair enough. Whoops. Oh, come on. That was not how that was supposed to go. I'm sorry, the Steak America is what? Why is it over here? Is it because this whole area over here is market? I should try to keep him on the road, though. Oh, that was a goof on my end. I'm not going to pretend I know what's going on with Margaret's AI, but I'm not going to complain about it. And here we start to see the fall off in damage. I need to go through and upgrade my staff more. Viridian, okay. That upgrades stamina capacity, which... if I had a third stamina slot, I actually would put it on that. But because I don't have a third talisman slot, that's kind of pointless for the moment. So, upsie daisy. Rest here, level, and then go back, because I've got two things I want to do. There's an Everjail over here that I want. And even more pressingly, Eleonora, Violet's Bloody Finger. That's the more important of the two because I am planning on doing the DLC, which means I'm going to need to go past Moog. I'm just trying to put that off for a while. Because I don't know if I've got the damage to tackle him. Oh! What dream? Run through here. Let's do this. Huh. I still haven't watched Lord of the Rings. Oh, no, I understand how dreams work. They can be very all over the place. I'm just letting you know that I don't understand half of what you said because I've never watched Lord of the Rings. Or read the books. It's on my to-do list. I just am not very good at actually following through with my to-do lists. Not good. My damage has started to fall off a little. Oh boy. My dreams, that's a topic. A lot of the time when I dream, I wind up with a sense of deja vu afterwards. Or it's my dream telling me to do my homework or something. Well, that hasn't actually happened since, school, but... Probably the strangest... I don't really consider a lot of my dreams strange because they make perfect sense to me. Yeah, I need to go upgrade my staff. But so yeah, I get a lot of dreams that make sense to me, but sometimes other people won't see it as making sense. I get a lot of dreams. Sometimes I get full-on horror movies. Oh, yep. Dreams of falling are, not a common one for me, actually. More often than not, if I have a nightmare, I'm being chased by something. Oh my gosh. Well, at least with a dream, you're not going to wind up with broken glass in your skin. It's still day, so I shouldn't run into the bird. But over this way should be the place with a bunch of +3 stones. And then I can use some of those to go into +4. There is a cave around here somewhere. Where are you? It's a mine and it has smithing stone 3s in it. I know because I have to come here literally every single run because I don't find enough smithing stone 3s. Here we go. I don't even actually care if I manage to beat this one, because I think there's crystallians at the end. And those are a pain. Zombie dreams, huh? Man, it's been years since I've had one of those. Usually, if I'm thinking about zombies, I'm awake. Let's go through here. Up. 2, 3, 4. Oh, come on. Oh my gosh. Fair enough. I still haven't played any Resident Evil games, actually. I should. I've heard they're good. And I think we have one for the GameCube. But tarnished. Would you jump? Yeah, probably. It's gonna be a while before I trust Fen around a GameCube, though. Because we can't exactly get that repaired. There we go. You know what? I don't even care. Yep, crystallians, okay. So I definitely don't want to do the boss. Eventually, once I have a laptop that can actually run OBS, I'll hook it up to TV and then I can stream GameCube games. Which could be fun, because there's a lot of good games on the GameCube that I haven't played in a while. But, well, that's a conversation that ended a long while ago. Another Somber 2. I've already got a lot of Somber 2s, so that doesn't matter as much to me. Ah! Okay. Okay, I went with the blue hair for this one, specifically because of the spell I was using. And the turtle shield is just practical, okay? Oh dear. I also would have gone with blue skin, but I wanted the, whoops. Tattoo on the face to be visible. Which, I suppose you could say it's visible. Oh wait, this is a bunch of smithing stone 2s. Shoot. Then where are the smithing stone 3s again? I know that this is... I haven't even been paying attention, actually. Or maybe there's only a couple smithing stone 3s in here. Fair enough. Okay, so where did I miss... Shoot, what cave is it that I have to go in constantly for the smithing stone 3s? First of all, though, do I have 6 in my inventory now? Yes, I do. I can go use that. That's great. That is actually great. Let's go do that. It might have actually been this cave, and I just kept running into the, and I just only noticed the smithing stone 2s that I picked up. Send this down. There we go. Inventory. Let's see how much I can upgrade my staff.
Well, I took you no man to lay out your own.
But the turtle shield in... Oh, okay. The turtle shield in this game has a very, very handy use in that it essentially acts as an additional talisman slot. Because one of the talismans you can get is the turtle talisman, which ups your stamina regeneration rate. Okay, so if I want to up that any further, I have to go to Caelid. But one of the talismans you get in this game is the turtle talisman, which ups your stamina regeneration rate. The shield does the same thing. which is why it is practically an essential item. If you're using a build that can call for it. Oh dear. There is, like, genuinely no point in me taking this thing out. I just want to. Not good. Okay, so I did have another one set. That works. I could go do that, but I don't want to. Nice, Sneegan. Ah, yes, Garunk. Garunk, Garunk, Garunk. Need to go do this. And now I run. The Bonk Club. Dude. You are not prepared. Four. And I believe it's a timer. After a certain amount of time, he'll just stop attacking. You can kill him in this. Oh dear. One shot, okay. You can kill him, but you miss out on some of the rewards from his quest if you do that. Oh. You died? Yeah, this is on a timer. Eventually he will just stand down and say stop it. I think you have to hit him once. $182 damage. Yikes. I definitely need to put some more point. I definitely need to start focusing a little more on my damage. But you do have to keep in mind, I suppose it doesn't really matter too much if I do kill him here. I just like the little how connected things are if you finish his quest. Of course, I have to be careful because he can one-shot me. Come on. Not good. Seriously, why are you not... I might have to just not come back. Because he only calms down if you're here. Okay. I thought it was a timer. Maybe it's a combination of time and damage. Either way... Come on. If you kill him, he is the earliest you can get a +10 smithing stone, I think. I have actually... Oh dear. Offed him before on accident. I'm doing not even 200 points a chip to him per thing, or per pop. I'm gonna be ending soon myself. I was just trying to... Okay, so now that I've gotten out of there, I'm gonna head over here because next week I'm going to go tackle Carian Manor. And I'm gonna call it. If you're interested in anything I've done up until this point, please check out my YouTube channel. I try to get stuff up same day, and if you're interested in chatting off stream or seeing my announcements, please check out my Discord server. Do note, however, that the server is private, so unless you get a role, which you can get by interacting with Carlbots, you will not be able to see most of the channels, and if you do not have a role by Saturday, I will be kicking you off the server. If you've made it this far and are curious to see where I go from here, why not drop a follow? It takes but one button press, and you can always change your mind if you decide my content isn't for you. So my Monday-Tuesday slot for streams has been opened. If you're interested in voting for which of the 2 runs I have planned I do next, one being a first run-through of the game Hades, which I have not played, and the other being a Covenant of Champions run for Dark Souls 2, those are on... or the poll for that is on YouTube. However, you can also vote using my channel points and actually completely break the poll that way, if you are interested in doing that. But tomorrow I will be back to Dark Souls 3. I'll be starting a New Game Plus run on that. And then, as I said, Monday, Tuesday will be whatever gets decided in the poll. And Wednesday I will be tackling Caria Manor. And some of Salavus' questline, definitely, because I have the Amber Starlight. And then maybe Radon. We'll see. That said, happy time zones, everyone. And I hope you all have an excellent day.